Hello and welcome to DVxUI. Today we are going to design this hero section in Figma. Well, this might look complicated, but it is very simple to implement. So let's start. Well, before starting, it is important to understand what we have been given on this screen. So currently I have opened a project in Figma, and as you can see here I have pages, and under pages I have 3 pages. The first one is design, the second one is YouTube, and the third one is learn. And over here you will find layers. Well, layers are basically the frames that are given on here, which is called canvas. So here we have 2 layers. So let's see. So if you double click on this grid icon, you will go to the frame. So here we have a resources frame, and inside the resources frame I have a picture and some of the colors that I'm going to be utilizing in the website design. Now the next frame that we have is the design itself, as I just showed you. And if you see, I have a black box over here. Now if I press a key on my keyboard, it will say it aloud. Well, this is the only function of this black box over here. It is going to tell you that what key or what shortcuts I'm using in my design process. So it will be very beneficial for you all. Well, this is enough for this left panel. Now let's understand what this right panel is all about. Well, as you can see, currently it has this page and the color is given, which is this color, the color of the canvas, which you can also change, but I'm fine with 5A. And now if I take a shape, suppose if I take a rectangle, drop it over here, something like this, and let me put it in the center. And now you will see when I select it, some options appear over here. Now with these options, what I can do is I can completely control the appearance of this rectangle. So if I change this corner radius to 400, the appearance will be changed. It has now become a circle. So this is how this right panel works. We will be using this right panel a lot in our design. So now let's delete this one and take a frame, which is going to be the desktop frame from the desktop, and start designing. Now the very first thing that we need to do is we need to select this and provide a background color. Currently it is white, as you can see. So now select it and provide this color, which is the darker shade of the yellow. So a color has been provided. Now select this frame and provide a corner radius of, let's say, 24. And let's also provide a stroke of weight 4. And the color is going to be dark blue. Now if you see, this color and this color is quite contrasting. That is why we can't see the blue color very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this frame and change this blue color to maybe black. Yeah, now it is visible and we can see the border clearly. So we have our frame ready. Now let's start working with the navbar. And as you know, a navbar contains 3 items. The first one is the site name, which goes here, then the nav links, which goes here, and then a button. We are going to design that only. So now to design the site name first, we need to do something, and that something is we need to select this desktop and then go here in the layout grid, go here, switch to columns, make it 12, provide a margin of 100, and yeah, this is done. So this is called layout grid. Well, this grid is going to help us design this hero section while keeping the alignment in place. So this is going to guide us throughout the process of designing. I hope you got the point. Now let's start working with the navbar. So the very first thing that I said, we need a site name. So for the site name, what I'm going to do is I need a text. So for that text, I'm going to hit T on my keyboard. As you can see, T has appeared over here. And now I'm going to drop it over here. And here I'm going to write cyberism. So cyberism is going to be the text. I know it is not visible. So let's select it, and from here you can control the typography. So currently the size is 12, which is quite small. You should never use 12 in your web designs. The smallest is 14. Now let's change it to 30, and semi bold is good. And we can change this fill to 2.5, which is a variant of black but with a lighter shade. So this is good. Now let's select it and place it over here randomly. And now let's also zoom in over here since we are working over here. So this is done, but we can make it interesting. How? Let me show you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a new tab and type here English to Japanese. Well, this website is based on the Japanese text, so I'm going to be using this translate since I'm not very proficient in this language. So now here in the English part, I'm going to write cyber and a hyphen. And I guess we don't need this hyphen, so let's remove it. And now we have this text over here. So now let's copy it, go to design, take a text again, and here paste it. It might take a while to render because this is a complete different language text. So this is a Figma functionality. So now let's select this and let's change the color to blue. This is good. Now let's select it and put it right here. Select it and let's provide the font size to 20 and align it over here, something like this. And yes, this is perfect. Now let's see. So yeah, this looks perfect. And now let's proceed with the navbar. So for the navbar, what I'm going to do is I'm firstly going to write the nav links. So for the nav links, take a text and here write home, leave it alone, copy paste, and then write shop, copy paste again, then write about, and then the contact. Do not worry about the alignment part, we are going to take care of it later. Now let's select all of these. Firstly, let's tackle the appearance of this text. And for that, let's go to typography again. And from here, the size is good, which is going to be 20, but this is going to be medium font weight. So now this is perfect. Now, if you press Shift A, then the auto layout will be provided. And now what I did was I had all these texts selected, so each of them has been provided their own layout. But I don't want this, so let's undo this option. So yeah, this is good. Now I'm going to select it and then I'm going to use this option, which is a small icon over here, which says use auto layout, and put them in the auto layout. So now they are inside a single auto layout, which is known as frame 566. You can also rename it to nav links. Let me remove this extra K. So yeah, this is good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it and provide a gap of maybe 70. So a gap of 70 has been provided between them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide some padding in the horizontal and the vertical. So for the horizontal padding, it is going to be 34. And for the vertical padding, it is going to be 16. Well, I know padding is not visible, so let's provide a fill color of blue. And now the text is not visible. So let's select this, go here and provide a fill color of white. So now this is good, and provide a corner radius of, let's say, maybe 40. So yeah, this is perfect. And now what we also can do is we can provide a stroke of weight, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 is great. And with the color of 25. So yeah, this is great. And now I want you to think of a problem. Well, if a person is on the home page or is on the landing page, we need to denote that he or she is on the landing page or the home page. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this home, and from here I'm going to provide it a yellow color so that the user will know that he or she is currently on this home page. So now select it and put it up somewhere here. And now I'm going to make a copy of it because it will be easier to create a copy and then create a button from it. And then I'm going to delete 3 of these texts. And instead of contact here, I'm going to write register and change this color to yellow as well. So from the fill, change it to yellow. So now a button is also has been created with the help of this navbar. Now select it, put it over here, then align it perfectly. Let's also align this site name. So yeah, this is good. And now let's move on to the next part, which is the hero text. So for the hero text, what I'm going to do is I'm again going to go to the Google, and here I'm going to write cyber cloths. Now select all these text, copy it, go to Figma, take a text, drop it and paste it. Now select this text because we need to increase the size to a lot. So it is currently 30, we need to make it 220, and semi bold is good. What we also need to do is we need to change the fill color to blue and provide a stroke of maybe 2. Yeah, 2 is great, and with the color of 25. So this is good. Now to align this, what we can do is we can use this alignment tool. So now it has been aligned horizontally, and now let's put it a bit up. So yeah, this is good. Now we need some text over here, then text over here, basically a lot of text. Well, before that, what we can do is let's get our picture on this frame. So let's go to resources, copy this picture, go to desktop again, and here I'm going to paste it. Now align it at the middle using these options, put it a bit down, so now this is good, the picture is placed, but this looks kind of unrealistic. So to give it a more realistic view, what we can do is we can take an oval, so hit O and take an oval and draw it something like this. So what we are doing here is we are drawing shadow to make it look good, and the shadow color is going to be absolute black. And let's put it back by using this option which says send to back. And now let's select this ellipse, align it a bit so that it does not look like an artificial shadow, and let's make it more realistic. So yeah, this is good. And now you can see the dimension of this ellipse. It is 384 by 95. You can use this to create your shadow. So now this is done. Let's tackle the other problem, which is the text. So as I said, we need a text over here. So for the text, again hit T, and here I'm going to write we sell the best. Well, obviously it is not going to be this big, so select it, and from here change the font size to 48 of medium, and let's put it over here by aligning it. So just make sure the alignment is correct, and here I'm going to highlight this cell word with a blue color. So yeah, this is good. And down here what I'm going to do is I'm going to write some description for this website. So for the description, open a new tab, type loremipsum.io, go to the website, and here copy, let's say this much of the text. So just copy it, go here, take a text and drop it over here, select it all, and from the typography it is going to be 18 pixels of size with regular font weight. And now let's also decrease the width. Align it, put it over here, something like this. Well, it does not matter if it overlaps this image. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, and from more option of this typography, which you can access from this icon, I'm going to use this which says text align justify. So now it has been justified. Let's make it a bit small. Yeah, this is good. And now let's also align it, and let's provide it an opacity of 70%. Yeah, this is good, and this has been placed very correctly. Now let's start working with the right part, because this part looks quite empty. We need to do something. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this text, and here I'm going to write cyber cloths without a gap and a dot maybe. So yeah, this looks great. And now I'm going to place it over here, something like this. Make sure the alignment is correct, and let's copy few of the text from here so that we can paste it there. Maybe this much. Copy it, take a text, place it over here, paste it, and put it right under this text. So yeah, this is done. Now we need two buttons over here. So for the button, take a text again and write here buy now. Since the text is very small, select it and change the font size to maybe 20. Yeah, and a medium font weight. Let's zoom in here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it and then provide auto layout, and the padding is going to be 22 in the horizontal and 12 in the vertical. Fill it with a color which is going to be the blue color, and provide it a corner radius. This color of the button text is going to be yellow, and let's also provide some of the border to this button. So provide a stroke. So now one button is created, we need the second button. So just copy paste it, and from here, from the fill, remove this fill. Now the text is invisible, so select this text and provide it a 2.5 color, which is a black variant. Now select it, increase the weight to 1.6 with 2.5 of the border, and change the button text to visit store. This is good. Now select both, increase the gap between them, and now let's put it over here. I guess the width is not increased between them. Yes, it is still 9. So let's increase it from here only. So I want 14. So it is 15, which I can control from here. So let's make it 14. So yeah, this is good. And now select it, Make sure the alignment is correct, and let's see. So yeah, this looks quite great, but we can do something with this section and with this section. So let's first tackle this right one. So for the right one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a frame, drop it over here, fill it with a color which is going to be yellow. Well, not yellow, but blue, and provide a stroke of 1.6 with 2.5 of the color, and let's change the dimension a bit because the frame is quite large. So select it, and here I'm going to write 64, and the width will also be changed because I have clipped them together. Basically, you need to enable this option. So now this is great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transform it with the angle of 45 degrees. So it will become something like a rhombus. Put it over here, then draw some more, put it over here, copy paste, put it over here, and one, put it over here. Now select all of these. Maybe what we can do is put them in an auto layout, and this has been placed oddly, so let's not put them in auto layout. Or instead what we could do is we could select all of them, provide an angle of 0, and now place them something like this. Select all and make sure this spacing is correct. So the horizontal spacing is 8. What we want is the 10, and the vertical spacing is also going to be the 10. Well, I guess 10 is quite large, so let's make it 8, and this one 8 as well. You just need to make sure that these spacings are correct. So this is good. Now let's put them in auto layout, and now let's rotate this auto layout to the angle of 45 degrees. So now it has been designed correctly. Make sure the alignment is correct. So yeah, this is good. And now we need to write some text inside these boxes. So for that, let's zoom in first. Take a text, drop it over here, write A, select it, change the font size to 48 and font weight to semi-bold, and we want to put them in the center. So use this alignment tool. Firstly horizontal center and then vertical centers, so it is completely at the center. And now let's also change the color of this text to yellow. Now let's select this one, copy it, and inside this frame paste it. Here let's write K and make sure it is at the middle. Now let's select this A, put it over here. Well, not like that, but take it out here and then put it inside this. Well, I don't know, I cannot copy this inside this frame. So let's go back and firstly delete this one. Go here, select this frame first and then copy it. Yeah, this is the correct way. But we don't want this A over here. We need a Japanese letter of A. So let's go to Google again, and here I'm going to write A. Copy this, go to design and paste it. Make sure it is at the middle. The color is going to be white this time. Copy it, paste it inside this frame. Go here again, and here I'm going to write K this time. So K is K, but let's write KH. KH is still K. So yeah, now we are going to take this symbol, which is Kha, go to design, and here I'm going to paste it again. So yeah, this is good, but we can enhance the look of this pattern by using a symbol which is called registered symbol. So you might have seen those symbols where the R is inside a circle. So let's not go in the hard work, just simply go to Google, and here I'm going to type registered symbol. So I'm talking about this symbol. It might not be very visible, but let me copy it. Go to design, take a text and paste it. So now as you can see, I was talking about this symbol. So now let's paste it over here, something like this, and provide a blue color. So yeah, now as you can see, the look has been enhanced and this looks quite great. What we can do is we can select this, provide some good alignment, and we can select all of these because I think we can put it a bit up. Since we have a content over here, we need to provide them a breathing space. So that is why I'm just putting them up. So yeah, this is great. Now this section is quite empty. So let's fill it the easy way. So how are we going to do that? Let's take an oval first, drop it over here, put it over here something like this. And from here, let's change the dimension first. So it is going to be 150. Put it over here. So yeah, this is good. And change the color to blue with a stroke of 2.5 and weight 2. Now select it, copy paste. Now hold Alt and Shift and increase the size. This is the second circle that I have selected. The small circle is behind this big circle. So now this is done, and now you might see this arc over here. So select it and push it up to open its mouth, and then use this ratio and push it back. Not this much, but this much. And now close this. And now you will see a pattern has been created. Well, I guess what we can do is we can select this and give some more ratio. So just increase the width of this concentric circle. So yeah, this is good. And overall, we are done with the design. Now the only part that is left is we will take it from here. Let me push it over here so that we can see it clearly. So yeah, now randomly click on your canvas, go to this show hide UI, and now hit F11 key on your keyboard, and let's zoom in. So now as you can see, the design is overall done, but I think we can do something more with this one. This is just intrinsic feeling, so let's just do it. So let's again go to the show hide UI, and from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to firstly remove this layout grid. So select your desktop, and here what I'm going to do is hide it from here and take a rectangle, draw it something like this, pull it over here, and the dimension is going to be 240, let's say, in the width, and height maybe 590, so that it covers most of the half of the height of this frame. So yeah, this is good. And now I'm going to select this, not this one, but double click on this rectangle and these points will appear. and now contract it something like this. So yeah, this is great. And now let's provide it a different color, maybe a lighter shade of yellow, and put it back. Yeah, this is good. Now select it, copy paste, move it something like this, and put it over here. Let's increase the height so that we cannot see the ends. This is good. And now let's make a copy, and here instead of 132 we need -132, and let's place it over here. Increase the height, and now let's see how it looks. So show hide UI, and now as you can see the look has been enhanced and this looks very great. Well, if you also have created this design with me and you also have improved it with me, consider sending it on our Telegram group. There you will find real designers who will help you learn about the design and where you lack. So make sure you join the group. We will meet in the next one.